And good evening, any of our residents who are watching online and anybody else who's not a resident of Ramsgate, you're welcome. So welcome to this full council meeting. Before I start on the agenda, I just want to make a couple of announcements. One, I've got these dark glasses on because I've had an eye thingy, and I might need to put them on. So it's not because I want to look cool, because I am cool already. So it's not because I'm going to do that. But in case you're wondering why I've got dark glasses on, that's the point, because of the light. The second one is to mention the loss of one of our favourite members at council, which was our little friend Winnie.
I'm just getting over it. I found her teeth tonight. 3 of her back.
But I just, Jane reminded me, prompted me, and I just thought it was a thing to actually say. I've been to more meetings than some councillors have. So over the years that we've been town councillors, so I just wanted to pay a little homage to little Winnie, because she was lovely. I loved her anyway.
So we're going to have a little thing about recognising the importance of pets on Spencer Square. One of the beds needs refurbishing, so we thought we'd have a little service at some point, didn't we, Jane?
Yeah.
And people could make donations to the dog's bed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pet's bed.
Cool. Okay.
I've ordered a Rottweiler.
That's fine. I like any of them. They all do. Any of them do. Right, move on to the agenda. Item 1, apologies.
Apologies from Councillors Ara, Nixie and Young, who have personal commitments.
Thank you. Has anybody else got anybody to... I think most of us are here anyway, aren't we? Okay. Item 2, declarations of interest. Has any member got any declarations of interest to announce on the issues on the agenda? We'll take that as a no. There is no public speaking. No one's requested to speak. Council, that's 3. Item 4. Item 2 of 3. Report from county councillors on matters directly relating to Ramsgate. Councillor Sean, have you anything?
Not too much, but the most important thing is the pie factory. I had an email from Rachel. The left hand doesn't seem to know what the right hand is doing, because Clive Emerson was interested in the other part of the building. So myself, for the first time ever, I have another KCC member that's helping me with the Terry Mo. So things are in abeyance on that. And as far as that's that. I can't say no more than that, because things have just been on hold. And as you know, today, KCC are going to spend £67 million on potholes. Every road needs repair. That's basically it. Paul Ballott's on holiday, so anything I've been in touch with him, he's on holiday. So bear with me. Anything urgent, put it in writing, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Councillor Chong. Just to say, members, that Town Clerk and myself talked to Zoe at Pie Factory. She's given us a full update of what's happening. I was going to ask Laura if she could, she was on the phone mostly and I was just shouting down it. But Laura, if we just give you an update so you fully understand where we are with it.
So as Zoe reported, the decision to dispose or not of the Ramsgate Youth Centre is on hold, the site as a whole. In the meantime, Zoe is progressing with the report that the Town Council is supporting, that's going to be looking into the value of the services that are being delivered. The plan is that will be submitted to Kent County Council in early August, and the final decision maker is the deputy leader of KCC, who will be consulting with the ward councillors.
And evidently, talking to Zoe, there's been no intention, as she's been told, to separate Pie Factory from the rest of the land around it. So it was a bit of, as Councillor Shonk said, I think there was a bit of misunderstanding. But she did say that she's been working very closely with Councillor Mole, and she's very thankful for his help. But obviously we'll see, so we'll just keep an eye on that and remain fully supportive. Okay, thank you, members. Right, item 4, minutes of council meeting. That's to approve the minutes of council held on the 25th of June 2025. Members, have you got any questions in regard to the record of those minutes? No? No minute? Okay. So, members, can I have a proposer, please? Councillor Hetherington for acceptance and seconded. Councillor Austin, all in favour, please show. Thank you, that's carried. Item 5, finances. We have three parts. To this. Item 1 is to receive a report of payments. Council is asked to note the payments authorised by the Town Clerk and RFO between the 1st and 31st of July 2025, totalling £19,053.17, and approve the payments above the threshold delegated to the Town Clerk and RFO between the 1st and 31st of July 2025, totalling £53,469.50. Any comment, members? This is for noting, obviously, so members okay to note that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's a combination of noting and approving.
Oh, beg your pardon. Sorry, the right eye's not, my left eye's not knowing what my right eye's doing. Let me just go back on it. Oh yes, sorry, and I did say it, and approve the payment. Members in favour of approving?
Yes.
So all in favour, thank you. Item 2, to consider a proposal for a quick grant scheme as recommended by the Finance and General Purposes Committee and approve a virement of £5,000 from the new project budget to set up this scheme. From reading the report, I'm totally and utterly in support of this, of what F&GP have come through, but members, over to you if you want to make any comment at all.
Yeah, I'm totally in support of it because I think it liberates us, and it might not, the situation might not arise, or it might not arise that often, but it's helpful to have that in place.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. So I propose acceptance. Members, the seconder, that's Austin. All in favour, please show. Thank you. That's carried. Item 3, to consider how to respond to the consultation into whether the Local Government Pension Scheme, LGPS, should establish a funding pool specifically for town and parish councils as at the 31st of March 2025, with a possible universal LGPS pooled employer contribution rate for all involved, operative from the 1st of April 2026. This matter was deferred from the Finance and General Purposes Committee. Did you want to say anything?
Thank you, Chair. So currently each council has its own rate. Ramsgate Town Council pays 20.3%. A retrospective analysis suggests a pool rate would have been 22.1% applied under the 2022 valuation, which would have meant an increase for Ramsgate Town Council, but potential long-term stability and simplified administration. I think that simplified administration, though, for Kent Pension Fund, actually, this is not something that changes much or has a great administrative burden at this end. Speaking with my counterparts, there are a number of councils who have responded not qualified to comment. The only thing as a staff member I would strongly advise is that all the staff are treated equally. There is a potential in here that new services, potential new staff are added into a pooled. But I would suggest that whether we're in a pooled scheme or not, actually keep all the staff on a level playing field.
Members, any comments? My personal view is, I think, what I'm concerned about is that some of the other councils are paying 40%, and it's likely that KCC will come somewhere between their 40 and our 20. So that would be quite an on cost for this council. It's just my view, but my view is I think we respond to the fact exactly what Laura has just said, but that we have no appetite to change the current position.
I would agree with that.
So I'll put that as a proposal.
Yeah.
Seconded. Members, all in favour? Thank you. Any against? Abstentions? Thank you. Right. Item 6. Committee minutes. To note the following committee minutes for approval by the respective committees. Planning and Infrastructure Committee, 2nd July 2025, and Finance and General Purposes Committee, 9th of July. Members, any comments at all on those minutes? If you got no comments in those, I propose acceptance of the minutes. Could I have a seconder, please? Councillor Hetherington, all in favour? Please show. Thank you. It's carried. Item 7, Policy and Procedure. This is, it's in two parts, but these two go together, so I'm going to take it all in one. And that's to pass a resolution to sign up to the Civility and Respect Pledge, and to receive and consider a draft of Dignity at Work policy for approval. Over to.
Thank you, Chair. The pledge has been drafted by the National Association of Local Councils, Society for Local Clerks and One Voice for Wales. By signing the pledge, the council would be agreeing to treat councillors, clerks, employees, members of the public and representatives of partnership organisations and volunteers with civility and respect in their roles. The council has previously resolved to achieve quality standard status, and this pledge is a requirement of that award scheme. I would suggest passing or not both of these together. It's a bit of a chicken and an egg, because the Civility and Respect Pledge requires you to have a Dignity at Work policy in place, but the Dignity at Work policy states that you have the Civility and Respect Pledge in place. So I would say that both to be approved at once.
Members, any comments? That's green.
I don't think we can tick the box saying we've got a training programme in place, can we?
Sorry,
I don't think we can tick the box to say that we've got a training programme in place, can we?
right.
Because we haven't yet, have we?
We approved one at the last F&GP committee meeting for councillors, and we have a previously approved one for staff.
We haven't implemented it, have we? Have we? Have we ever actually had the training?
So councillors have been invited to sign up for the training, and the staff are making their way through the relevant training.
I missed the invite.
Easy done. Easy done. Members, any further comments? Okay, then I'll propose from the chair that we pass a resolution to sign up to the Civility and Respect Pledge, and also the draft Dignity at Work policy for approval.
Yes.
Second.
All in favour? Thank you, that's carried. Right, item 8, Climate Change Task Group. To receive and consider a letter from the Climate Change Task Group to Kent County Council regarding the glyphosate use, but their use of glyphosate in Ramsgate. Members, open it out to you. Councillor Austin, would you be in
Yes, this was something that Dean highlighted, that he'd had a lot of feedback on the info at email address from residents complaining about KCC's use of glyphosate and highlighting various biodiversity issues, somebody who'd lost a whole hive of bees, etc., and linking it with that. And he was writing, explaining this is a KCC thing. TDC has decided not to use it, but KCC still is. And as you know, we've had discussions in the past with KCC where residents have said, well, we'll weed our area, and then they don't have to come and use glyphosate on our streets, and they've weeded their area and the operatives have still gone. And, you know, in fairness, I mean, looking at the scale of what KCC is trying to do, getting the message down to the individual operative, don't do this street and that street, is going to be always going to be very difficult. So Dean suggested that we should be writing, particularly in view of the fact that KCC has been making much of its plan for nature, and actually ask them why they're doing this and whether they've considered the alternatives. Well,
exactly. I mean, I think that's the other thing. You know, we all know that glyphosate is toxic, and toxic to animals as well. And I think we should ask them if whilst you're going to stop, if we ask you to stop it and you stop it, what are you going to do? Are you just going to leave them? Or are you going to use an alternative? And I think we need to a non-toxic alternative.
Yeah.
So, members, anybody else? Councillor Huxley.
Just at the working group earlier, Chair. So, paragraph 2, it says, despite raising this issue with their local council, they received no clear response or reassurance about future spraying practices, and the Chair confirmed and Dean confirmed that it was this resident contacted the KCC councillors for Ramsgate. So Shonk and
Councillor Moore.
So can we put that in the minutes?
Councillor Huxley suggested that as an amendment which we agreed to at the earlier climate change meeting, subject to your approval.
Just let Councillor Shonk come in.
I will say if there's any problems like that and I'm KCC, it's only my duty to take that to KCC. We've got a whole new team of people. I don't know most of them because it's 57 on. But can you, Councillor Austin, can you tell me where the bees were?
I don't know. He's just had all the correspondence, but he can certainly tell you.
Yeah, I mean, anything in the right. If you,
I don't really think that's.
I know, but just
the point.
I didn't know where they were spraying.
I think
I think that KCC are reducing that spray, but sometimes it takes a long time. I go there and people might think I don't say much, but I sit there and watch. Unfortunately, we've got officers there that have been doing what they want to do, basically. We've got a new team of people there. Tell them otherwise, but I will look into that, boy.
Thank you.
Well, I think, if you could raise that, but we will send this letter.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, as far as a council to them, and if you can support that letter.
If you want to put mine, I'll sign it.
And Councillor Moore, of course, if he would support that as well.
But, don't forget, we all should be worried about nature. When you go around spraying, years ago you'd have a man with a hoe, clear it all up, take it away, not just spray it, and then it comes along and just blocks the drain up. So it doesn't help nature anyway, it just causes flooding.
Times have changed, Councillor, and the councils haven't got the money to do that, so otherwise we'd be having...
They've got money for other things.
30 blokes or wandering around Ramsgate.
You don't need 30.
But, okay, are members okay with this?
Yeah, agreed.
I'll propose it.
Second.
Councillor Austin, second. So all in favour of that? That's great, thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Item 9, Radford House. To receive a quote from Furley Page. Sounds like an old record, I know. Furley Page. Anyway, solicitors to prepare an advice note detailing different possible management structures for Radford House.
So members are asked to consider a quote for legal advice regarding future management models of Radford House following a resolution of the Asset Management Committee in January. A quote has now been received, and the quote is £1,500 to £2,000 plus VAT will provide a formal advice note outlining options, legal implications and government structures governance structures to help guide the council's next steps. Members are invited to consider whether to approve this expenditure. Burley Page solicitors I've worked with previously, and they have very good experience of local government law and not-for-profit organisation law.
Yes.
Members, Councillor Green.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the town clerk for finding this organisation. As advisors, I think they are probably the most experienced around that we're likely to be able to afford. And I think it's very timely that we get the advice.
Yeah.
Councillor Shonk.
My thoughts on that cost. Are we going to spend 1,500 to £2,000? Is that to spend money or to save money? Because it's resident money at the end of the day.
Well,
It's just to spend money to avoid making a disastrous mistake.
yeah. Can I just say at this point, before Councillor Nixie went on holiday, Councillor Nixie and I bumped into each other in here, and we met and we discussed the future of Radford House because I've got concerns. So what I'm going to do is when she comes back off holidays, we're going to meet with the town clerk. We're going to come back with a report as to what we think we should do. Anyway, just let me know.
Not wait for this.
Oh yeah. That will still go ahead. That will still go ahead, David. It's separate. Sorry, Councillor Hetherington first.
I think we need it. I think it's very important that we go forward with Radford House with as much advice as possible so that we can get the maximum use out of it. And I think it's a very reasonable quote, actually, considering some of the quotes that in the NHS that I've had for consultancy work. So I was quite surprised at the cost of it. So thank you, Laura, for sorting that one out.
I suspect that Burley Page has written this report several times over down the parish councils.
Simon's place will be going.
Councillor Wing.
We need to do this because it will avoid trouble going forward and further mistakes. I mean, the big problem will be whatever we decide, whatever way it operates, it will be then to find
Decent deliverers if we decide not to operate ourselves. Can I request, I know when we had that open meeting, which was like a mini Teams meeting, which I find really useful at BBC because everybody's free to ask questions and officers are free to speak as well. Can I ask that we have another one of those meetings? Because otherwise people get fractious because I ask questions, nobody wants to answer them or they can't answer them, then we all get annoyed with each other. Whereas when we had that meeting, it was all...
We get annoyed.
It was all... Yeah, you do, because I want information that can't be shared in this meeting, so it all gets... And then you feel as if there is a black hole that's opening up.
Always happen.
So, and it also means that our officers are able to give us their vast knowledge on their experience of running assets previously. So please can I request that happens? Obviously not a recorded... our members' ones at TDC are not recorded, are they?
No.
Members' briefings.
No, members' briefings are not.
Not recorded for public. They're not on public. They can.
You could get a copy of it if you wanted.
You can get the slides.
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Anybody else with Councillor Green?
I'm not sure what's being asked for. We get this report. We're being asked for a meeting of some sort to discuss the report. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think...
It need to happen.
I think it was because I said about meeting with Councillor Nixie and the town clerk and then coming back with a report, but we're quite happy to have an open discussion with members. Just put what Councillor Nixie, myself and the town clerk come up with, and it's up to you guys whether you think that's a good thing, that's not a good thing, etc., etc. Right, on this particular part of the agenda, so are members in agreement to go with this, to get this legal advice? Members, I'll propose that and second Councillor Hetherington. And all in favour, please show. Thank you, that's carried. And members, that is the end this agenda. I know, it's sad, I know. Date of time of next meeting is Wednesday, 27th of August, 2000.